That's 69,300. Same thing for Netflix. Cash and cash equivalents plus short-term investments. Remember, these are in thousands. So they have a total of pretty much $6 billion in cash, or what we call cash. 6058452. And let's look at the liabilities part. Since we're using total current, I'm gonna go back to Netflix. $7,930,974. Let's make sure to remind ourselves that we actually used, this is plus short-term investments. So value of cash farm is equal to cash minus the current liabilities. If you look at Netflix, the cash part is actually negative, right? Remember, this is only the short-term part. So, value of non-cash farm, market cap minus so non-cash Google is actually less valuable than total Google, but non-cash Netflix is actually more valuable than total Netflix. Have these numbers. Let's put in as input short-term interest rates. And for the hell of it, I'm gonna put 4% for both of them. Well, they're inputs. Here, the current liabilities themselves don't have an interest. So multiply the asset side of the cash, net cash, with the interest rate. So this basically says Google would have earned $4.5 billion from what you want to call cash part, but Netflix not by much. We also needed taxes because I need to get the tax rate. The cash earnings that I have are before taxes. So let's get the taxes for both of these companies. 11,356 for Google. And for Netflix, negative 77205. This is one of the reasons, even though we're not going to do it here, when you value a firm given the other, it's obvious that you want to make corrections for taxes. Why? Because their tax regimes can be wildly different. I mean, these guys had $5.2 billion income before taxes, but their provision for taxes, oh, I'm sorry, they put it as negative. So I missed that part. Let's see, we had something similar. Again, there is no uniform formatting rule. These guys report the provision for income taxes as a positive number. The other guys, even though it's a positive number, since it's an expense, they report it as negative. So always pay attention to what they're doing. The only reason I understood that was positive, net income is less than income before taxes. Okay? So tax rate, divide the taxes by earnings before taxes, which is taxes plus net income. They have roughly similar tax rates. So let me see, this is a green. I'm going to make these blue. So after tax cash earnings, take the cash earnings, multiply it by 1 minus the tax rate. Actually, doesn't matter what they are now. Remember what cash adjusted PE is. Value of the non-cash firm Okay, let me do this. Even though I can do it on the fly over there. Take the earnings and deduct after-tax cash earnings. The value of the non-cash firm, divide that by non-cash earnings. If anything, Netflix cash adjusted P is higher. Why? Because value of the non-cash firm is higher than the total firm. And on the Google's case, it is higher because there is a lot of earnings on the cash part of the firm. Now, that's the adjustment. The way you want to, if I wanted to value Netflix such that it has the same cash adjusted PE, all I have to do is, let's do a difference. I want to figure out what's the proper price for Netflix so that it would give exactly the same cash adjusted PE. Now, we know how to solve those problems, right? Because this is the only thing that I don't know. I'm going to take price of Google as it is, okay? Given Google's value, what value for Netflix would have given the same cash adjusted PE? Make it 0 by changing Netflix. So according to this analysis, you know, given all the caveats we have with the PE ratio in general, if we were to take the PE ratio as a proper means to compare the companies, and the only thing we're worried about is cash part, then this says Netflix should be valued at 219 instead of 323. Adopting this for what you wanna call forward P should not be a problem. Because the only thing that we're gonna change are the earnings, right? Instead of last 12 months earnings, we're going to look at forward earnings.